folks, it is day 13 on the JMT, and as you can see, it is snowing. Whew, was not expecting that this morning. I've hiked in about 4 miles up to this point. It's probably around 7 o'clock. I left camp around 5, and today was supposed to be, well, still is, some big lakes, Garnet Lake, Thousand Island Lake, and those are towards the end of the day. So hopefully this snow will clear out. The forecast said, 25% chance of rain in the morning. Well, I'd have take snow than rain, that is for sure. But yeah, it just kind of caught me off guard as I'm now using my phone camera instead of my DJI Action 4, and just making my way up. So far out of camp, it has been 4 miles up, steady up, but up like 1,400 feet up. So it hasn't been too hard, but it has just been a constant grind. But I think I'm about to get to the top here for a little bit, and it's going to level off, and I'm going to hunker down a little bit and maybe have some breakfast. So I will see you on the trail. Whew, so I got the rain jacket on, put the good camera up, and it's actually kind of pleasant. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at this snow. Oh my goodness. Whew. Guess you get anything in the mountains. All right, here is the situation. I've hiked a little over 10 miles. It's only 10:30 in the morning. I'm at Garnet Lake, and I was expecting to hike around 15. But what I think I'm going to do instead, it has stopped snowing, it has stopped raining, so that's good. But it's not very clear. And I know Garnet Lake, Thousand Island Lake, these are some spectacular sights here on the JMT. So what I might do is come down here and just pitch my hammock. I think there are some regulations for Garnet Lake, like within a quarter of a mile. And pitch my hammock, maybe have lunch, rest up, almost like I did at Red's, and see how it goes. And if it does clear up and nice, then yeah, maybe I'll bang out a few more miles today. I keep hearing that it's really windy out at the Thousand Island Lake, so I've heard that from like two or three people. So it's making me think, you know what? Just take the extra, whatever it's going to be, 3-4 miles that I didn't hike today, and just add them on to one of my last 3 days instead of just, hiking through an ugly day. I mean, why do I need to hike through an ugly day? I can hunker down, get warm, and wait it out to tomorrow, which is supposed to have much better weather. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find a spot that's legal around here, and then just see what happens this afternoon. All right, see you on the trail or possibly in my hammock. What a crazy day it has been. Lucky 13th day on the trail. Although, it hasn't been too bad. My plan was to hike around 15 miles, and I got 13 in. And it's only 1 o'clock right now. I think the issue that I have is where I want to camp is just north of the Thousand Island Lake to have a view of the lake there. Is that I've heard it's just very, very windy and very exposed. And so I stopped a couple miles short at Emerald Lake, which it's beautiful too. A little bit later on, we'll get out and show you around. But yeah, I didn't even feel like I got a good proper good morning folks to y'all this morning. I got up at 4, out at 5, and was hiking up 3 miles, and then all of a sudden, boom, it started snowing. I'm like, what? It started snowing, and let's see, that was probably 6:30, and I don't think it stopped snowing or raining a little bit for the next 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, my feet are kind of numb. My shoes are not made for walking in the snow, and I probably was walking in maybe an 1/8 inch of snow. So that was absolutely crazy. Well, all these lakes have these special rules and conditions for camping around. And I was going to stop at Garnet, but you can't camp within like a quarter mile of it. And it was gusting horrible wind there anyway. So then I went down to Ruby Lake, and nothing good there. And now I am at Emerald Lake. And so I ended up hiking like I said, 13 miles anyway. So I was only too short of what I was going to hike. The only bummer was missing Garnet Lake. That is one of the ones I had heard is really special, with Garnet Peak in the back, and you couldn't see it. It was covered in snow and clouds, and so that was a bit of a bummer. But if I only have one bad day of weather on the JMT, then I think I'm pretty fortunate. But right now I'm just chilling in my hammock, and going to have a little lunch in here, and then hopefully this wind will die down sometime this evening and we can go down to the lake and get some shots of that. So this is Emerald Lake, and this is the source of our water. So we do have to go down a little bit. So I'm going to make one trip here in a minute to go get some water for camp tonight. So it's not the easiest access to water, but you do have access to water and a beautiful view of a lake. Here is camp for the night. I've got my tarp pitched fairly low because it's been really windy today. And so I've just been hunkered down, trying to stay out of the wind. As you can see, it's a little beautiful area. A lot of trees, potential for hanging hammocks. So we came from this direction over here. That is Ruby Lake, right around the corner. And then the trail it's right below me here, hikes along the lake. And then you can see it there as it's going out. So Thousand Island Lake is right over that ridge. And tomorrow is my last pass. And maybe even my really last steep, no, it's not my last steep climb, because I'm planning on doing Clouds Rest, assuming, weather permitting. But the Donahue Pass, couldn't think of it. Donahue Pass is about 7 miles from here, and it's around 11,000 feet. I'm at 10, but knowing the JMT, it's not, I'm gonna go down before I go back up. And there's also Island Pass, I hear, but I feel like, I think I've heard like you kind of hike over it and you don't even really know that you're going over pass. It's kind of on the way up over Donahue Pass. So we'll see how that is. But I'm sure I'll drop down maybe 500-600 feet to Thousand Island Lake and then start climbing up Donahue Pass. I think that's going to wrap it up for day 13, lucky 13. And I hope and believe that the next 3 days are supposed to be good weather. And yeah, I only have 43 miles left. So yeah, I'm probably going to try to average around 15 miles a day, around that. And we're going to knock this thing out. All right, we will see you in the morning.